blood.
Are you ready? Are you ready to talk about how we can help the vulnerable members of society, our children, the elderly, and differently abled? Are you interested in small business, education, job creation, and the environment? Then it sounds like you're ready. You're ready for Let's Talk Progress, a new uplifting show on Q95 every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hosted by United Progressive Party. Together for progress.
Today I never give up before. It's not in my blood.
Don't give up. Please don't.
Sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever's my lot, thou hast taught men's peace like a river. Attendeth my way when sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever's my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Oh, though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control that Christ has regarded my helpless estates and hath shed his own blood for my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Oh, the bliss of his glorious thoughts. My sin, not in part, but the whole, is nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And God hates the day when the fate shall be sight. The clouds be rolled back as it scrolls. The trump shall resound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well.
It is well.
It is well.
It is well
With my soul. With my soul. It is well. It is well. With my soul. It is well. It is well. With my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. heart. Thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul.
All right, folks. Yes, that is where I want to say a special greetings and welcome to all of you locked into Q at this time.
Satan should
It's already 10 minutes past the good old hour of 7 o'clock, not just in Dominica, but in the Eastern Caribbean space in which we all live. At least those of you living in the Caribbean, that is. Those of you further afield, welcome on board as well. Welcome to the UPP's program. Yes, the United Progressive Party program. Right here each and every Saturday from 7 o'clock. All we ask at this time is to keep it locked to the sport that you got.
it is well.
The numbers to call into the program sometime later, just in case you want to share some thoughts with us, they are 449-309-35, 449-309-36, 449-3097. The DG line 616-4257. Those of you overseas and want to chime in, 305-432-9624. Again, 305-432-9624. That is your number. Yes, once you hear this song, this one, it is well on a Saturday evening around that time. You know, the folks of the United Progressive Party program, yes, we are in. And so a very, very informative program awaits us all this evening. Those of you in the north, the south, the east, the west, and yes, the center of Dominica, locked in at this time. Good evening to you guys in a very, very special way indeed.
God hates the day when the fate shall be sight. The cloud
All those of you mourning the loss of a loved one at this time, we empathize with you. We sympathize with you as well.
down, and the Lord
The family of the brother Otis Francis
soul,
lost his life sometime earlier this week.
soul.
Was doing his duties on the port, I'm being told, where a very tragic accident occurred. And as a result, his brother lost his life in the process. So his family, friends, loved ones, we at the United Progressive Party, we sympathize with you guys indeed.
With my soul.
It's never easy losing a loved one indeed. And so yes, whenever that time comes around, you need that strength, and only from above you can get that strength indeed. So again, to the family and friends of brother Otis Francis,
It is well
a very fine brother, yes indeed.
with my soul.
And to all the port workers at this time, those of you who are grieving the loss of your friend, your colleague, we sympathize with you just as well. There's another young man we've been told allegedly gunned down in Maho. So yes, to the family and friends of this young man as well, good evening to you folks as well. It's never easy.
Whatever's my lot,
Those of you celebrating one thing or the other,
say
be it another day just being alive,
it is
a birthday, whatever it is, the birth of a brand new one,
well.
or just celebrating life, just celebrating life.
With my
We celebrate it to you as well. All the members of this party, yes, this esteemed party, the United Progressive Party, folks, good evening to you. Brother Joshua Francis, good evening to you, my bro.
friends come
Wherever you are locked into this space at this time,
Christ
and all the members and prospective members of this formidable team,
and hath shed his own blood.
as they say, from captain down to cook. We have a cook here this afternoon. Eh? He's laughing away. He may not be the captain just yet, but he's for sure a good cook. I can tell you that.
It is well.
So yes, it is the 18th night of July 2026, and that is where we're about to take flight in just a bit.
My soul. Sing.
So yes, the telephone lines, they are now open to you guys out there. Those of you on the social media end as well. Good evening to you. Brian Francis, you're there. Stephanie John Baptist, my good folks in the G-Meet area. Good evening to you. I know your sister is locked as well.
No more.
You know your sister, eh, Stephanie. You guys are always together.
So
No name, no warrant. Miriam Felix, good evening to you. Miriam Felix, a cousin Davidson, I'm locked in. So Davidson, you have a cousin out there. Huh? You will say hi and hello in just a while, brother.
it is well with my soul.
Yes, the score England versus France.
The day
The last I saw was 4-3 in favor of England.
died.
I don't know what is it now. Maybe someone can text me or call me and tell me what's the final score. Huh? And yes, we're all looking forward to the grand final tomorrow. Spain and Argentina.
Even so, it is well with my
Domlek.
soul.
Please don't touch that dial tomorrow. Huh?
Well,
Brother Davidson, good evening to you, my bro, in a very, very special way.
Good evening to you, brother Lofty. Good evening, bro.
Always smiling. Good evening, brother.
Yes, bro. Good evening. Good evening to you.
Davidson, how has the week been for you?
The week has been character building, Lofty. That's some of the best words I can choose to describe it.
All right. Character building. That's a good summing up of your week.
Yes. But I give thanks to the Most High. I continue to give him thanks. This evening program, I could not miss it, irrespective of what went on with me for the past couple of weeks, especially for this week. It was very character building because when these moments come, it tests your faith. It tests what you are made of, you know. So it gives me great pleasure tonight. Lofty, this is a good night to you in studio, to where we could be here tonight as a family, as a UPP team, to inform, educate our people of this country, of our Caribbean, our diasporans, everyone who are listening to us right now. So it gives me great pleasure to take that time out to be here with us tonight, Lofty, to share that good word, a good message of hope with our people.
Indeed, a message of hope. That is what we at the United Progressive Party is all about.
That's right.
Basically
Yes.
trying to reinstill that hope in Dominicans because
That's
there are a
right.
lot of hopeless Dominicans out there indeed as we move across the length
That's
and
right.
breadth of this
That's
country.
right. That's right. Lofty, the realities are real. I mean, I some of the things I say, and even this week I was speaking to a few of my people, and I was just saying to them, with me coming on board at this time, you know, on this journey, it's we are called. We have been saying this, but I'm not sure how serious you take it and you see it for you. But for me personally, I can see that we are called for this season. We as individuals, we as the candidates of UPP, for this season we are called. Our message is a very good one. Our message and our timing is perfect. So I give thanks again to the Most High that, you know, at this season, in this era, in this time, this much needed time, we as a family, we as UPP family, we are here again on this journey to bring hope, growth, to move our people. You know, so I'm very humbled and I'm very happy to be part of this team. Very, very happy, Lofty.
Indeed. And Davidson, coming from a man like you, I know you are indeed.
Yeah, I am Lofty. So, and that brings me to, you know, I would like to say warm greetings to my constituents, to
True.
all my people of my Rosa Valley constituency. You know, Lofty, again, as we started off earlier, we spoke about death. You know, death is real. Lofty, death is real. And one of the things I said to a few people at the funeral I went to this week, and I just want to say to the Hippolyte family, my brother Emerson, just want to tell you to hold on, bro. It's been nice seeing you. You're looking good. You're ready for the mission, you know? Losing a loved one is not easy, to lose a loved one to death, you know? So if you love somebody and you lose them to death, there's no words, there's no manual that can describe to you how you should deal with that. We share our experiences with each other, and most of us who are, Christ-like in our thinking, who are spiritual in our ways, we share a message of hope, knowing that all is not lost in the physical. So we try to live the memories of that person, but it's not easy.
That is
On-
why, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
On that note, I would just like to take the opportunity. In my village, we have a death. We had a death last Sunday of one of my, villagers there, my constituent in Mount Prosper, Juran Deja. I just want to tell you, bro, hold on. I have never lost someone in a relationship to death. He lost his wife, and they have a young family, and young family, Lofty.
Yeah,
And
Davidson, that is why I say every time in death, when I speak about death and sort of try to console people in death, I always usually tell them they need to look up,
Yes.
because that is where indeed the true strength
Yes.
can come from. We may come around people and empathize and sympathize, but at the end of the day, as you said, there's no
Yes.
manual
There's no manual.
as to how we can deal with that, or how we should be
There's
dealing
no
with that.
manual, Lofty.
It is a good all above that
Yeah,
can provide that sort of solace
Yes, there's no manual.
in that time of bereavement.
There's no manual. I mean, I feel for my brother. I have never been down that lane, so I cannot tell him how it feels like to lose a loved one
Yeah.
to death, like a wife
Mhm.
to death as a man. But my cousin from St. Lucia there, Miriam Felix, good evening to you. My auntie lost, she had 9 children at the time. So that's one of my cousins there. And they've grown up with the help of their father and other members of the family, extended family. And most of all, we are mighty. They've grown up and they are all able bodies, proud bodies. Their mother will be smiling to them right now, wherever she is.
Yeah.
And we claim that she's in heaven and she's smiling. So all is not lost. So what we can do as a community is to continue to offer support to these people in their realities, right? Because as young children, to lose your parent, either mom or dad, at that tender age, it's not an easy one. But I continue to say greetings to the rest of my constituency. Every village in the Roseau Valley, we want to say a special good night to you. Again, as I move around Lofty, it is so refreshing and encouraging based on the realities, right? People are saying that we are hearing about you. We want to let you know that we are with you. They encourage me in my own realities. They're saying that we can do it together. And again, it's clean hope, right? So, some people are for and against, and that's okay. Your opinion matters. We just have to continue to give you good reasons. Some people are still asking, what can Davidson do for you? But it's not about me. It's about you. It's about us together for progress.
True.
Right? Our message, and as a UPP party, United Progressive Party, and every word of our party speaks for itself. United Progressive Party. What can you do to contribute towards that progress for you, with you, for you, with you? So as I go around, Lofty, we've been going around the constituency, meeting people. Again, the realities are real. There's so many things going on. It's summer. The games are going on. That brings some fresh excitement internationally and locally. But Lofty, the realities are real. People are struggling. So we as a party, we as a UPP family, we continue to share the word, share the message, and we humbly asking you, our listening audience out there, to continue to give us that opportunity. Quite a few people, Lofty, they are seeing our message. They are feeling it. And when I speak to them, some of them don't tell me, don't mention my name, but I am with you. And they're saying that you guys mean well. So as we continue, I just want to encourage every colleague of mine, every candidate, encourage you, Lofty, I encourage myself and our party leader. Good evening to you, Mr. Francis, wherever you are. We just want to continue to let you know this week you're on fire, as a matter of fact. Mr. Francis was on fire this week, sharing the good news, sharing the message of our party. So we just want to continue to encourage ourselves, encourage each other. Most importantly, encourage we as Dominicans to let us know that there is hope.
There is hope.
And that hope is in the Almighty.
True. Yes, and we're only playing our part as mere mortal men, as it were, men and women in the UPP to help, bring that reality in terms of hope.
That's right.
Alive and well in the life of human beings, our brothers and sisters.
That's right.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Brother Davidson, for your opening salvo, as it were. Folks, just in terms of a programming note tonight, those of you who are living, those of you who are residing, those of you who are participating in the electoral process that is in the Maho constituency, please take a seat tonight, take a front row seat, as it were, because you'll be hearing a lot of stuff as it pertains to your constituency, your hamlet, specifically those of you who are living in the Warner and Campbell area tonight. yours truly will be bringing you some of the plans. Not UPP's plans, but it is your plans, your words that you have spoken to us, your anxieties, your fears, whatever it is, your aspirations, your dreams. We will be retelling that to the wider Dominican public tonight in terms of some of the things that the United Progressive Party will be doing for you when, I say when, we are given that opportunity by you, the constituents out there. So let's just take a little bit of this number, and then we're going to get to the telephone lines, and we're going to kick it off right here, right now. So those of you who want to call, now is your time to do just that.
My soul. Oh, the bliss of his glorious thoughts. My sin, not in part, but the whole, is nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. And God hates the day when the faith.
All right, folks, it is your time now, as we said.
The clouds
I don't have a lot of time,
as a scroll.
but in the next 2 minutes, we're going to get into the program, as it were, as it relates to the plans, programs of the UPP party, the Maho constituency.
It well with my soul.
And we'll be focusing on Campbell and Warner tonight precisely. And in a subsequent program, the next Hamlet, you guys, your turn will be next. A very informative program, I can tell you that. So tell Lou to tell Sue, tell Paul to tell all that yes, the UPP's program we are on. Let me say before we start the program in earnest here, a special good evening to my folks in the Soufriere, Scottshead area. This time, last night, Davidson, Brother Joshua Francis, and myself, we just took a drive, casual drive, just combing that constituency, and we met a lot of people and quite interesting conversations in the south of Dominica. You touched on some of it in terms of the realities of these people. We heard a lot last night. And so the people of Soufriere, the people of Galion, well, we didn't reach as far as Galion, but Soufriere and Scottshead, we touched base with these people last night. And I can tell you, Davidson, it's sort of a hard nut to crack down there in Soufriere, Scottshead, politically speaking, that is. But we are determined, and we promise the people that we will be back. And so we, the UPP guys, we are on a mission to basically get change going in Soufriere and Scottshead, to be precise. That's one of our missions right there.
Right.
Let's go to the telephone. We have somebody here. We'll continue that conversation in just a while. Caller, yes, good evening to you. You are on the UPP's program.
Yes, Rocky, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay, and good evening to your manager.
Good evening.
I'm just locked into the radio station.
Thank you.
You just locked in. That is my lady from Luda.
Yes, I am.
Good evening to you, ma'am.
This is Michael.
Good evening. Yes.
I'm short of blessings.
What's that?
Showers of
I
blessings.
would like to give blessings a shout out.
Oh, you want to give Blessings a shout out? Well, I guess Blessings is listening at this time.
Yeah,
So,
I guess he's listening.
all right. Thank you.
And to everybody that is listening to that program.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, my dear friend
Have a
from
blessed night.
Loda at this time. Davidson, that is one of your
constituents.
right there.
Good evening to you, Miss Maglon.
Yes, indeed. Very fine woman indeed. All right. The people of Loda at this time, good evening to you guys in a very special way indeed. All right. Yes. So Davidson, I was saying before, the call came in, we canvassed, as it were, the Soufriere, Scott's Head, these communities last night, just hearing from the people, because that is what it really takes in terms of the mileage politically that must be made. It's not a matter of staying behind a microphone and talk. You have to be down in the trenches. You have to meet the people where they are at their point of need.
That's right.
So that when you speak, you can be speaking and you can be saying, thus saith not the Lord, but the people. The people.
That's right.
And we heard from a number of these people last night, and I can tell you, the situation is real. The economic situation in those two hamlets, to be precise, in that constituency, it is quite something. It is quite something. There are certain detailed information. Then I cannot with give out there tonight. But what I can tell you, Davidson, and listening public out there, is that when you look at Dominica on a whole, when you look at and hear the stories of especially the economic situation in Dominica, your heart bleeds for some people. Some people are basically, we used to say, hand to mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, some people are basically on half of that.
Yes.
And it is very sad a situation. But for some reason, Davidson, there's something that we felt something down there last night. And I think it is much more than physical. Some divine intervention must take place. And I'm saying, based on what I felt, based on what I heard, at least we can start in Soufriere and Scott said, for some spiritual intervention to take place, my brother. Because something is not right. I would not even mention, Davidson, the common phrase that a lot of these people, when they spoke to us, uttered to us last night, describing their situation, describing their brothers and sisters, describing their people. I'll be discreet in that manner, but all I can say, some sort of intervention is needed in Dominica on a whole, but I think I felt it last night. I could touch it last night when we visited Soufriere and Scott's Head. That may be the case around the length and breadth of the country, but I can tell you, it was real as real last night. And so I pray to God that through divine intervention, one, and through the help of persons like yourself and myself and all others who are willing to contribute to that cause in a meaningful way for a much prosperous, a much better Dominica, that can be realized sooner rather than later in the interest and the benefit of our people, my brother.
Lofty, I listen intently to what you're saying, and for our many listeners out there in Radio World and those who cannot see you tonight, and to really understand and picturize, visualize what you're saying, Lofty, I feel you in what you're saying, because that's what I myself have been experiencing in quite a few places as I move around Dominica. We are highlighting Soufriere based on your experience last night with our party leader. And I can just visualize the reality of that reality on the ground. Lofty, we need the Almighty in Dominica. There's nobody else we need. There's no other source of strength that we need. We need the Almighty's hands. We need everything from the Almighty right now in Dominica. We need that. We are family. We are one people. This is our constituents. This is our fellow workers. This is our neighbors. We need to do everything we can to bring a positive change with and to our people. Lofty, the realities are real, and that's why some of the terminologies I've been using is not me just saying what I want. It's the Almighty to make it as palatable as possible, right? To make sure that we are not dissing anybody in our local parlor, to make sure that we show continued respect to everybody, but the realities are real. Some people, Lofty, as you continue to see and you are sharing with us tonight, our audience, when you go to their homes, when you speak to them on a one-to-one, the realities of their livity is real. So that's what it brings us now. As I know this week, Lofty, one of the things I've been thinking of as I went through my own realities in a different way this week, I have been reflecting on my willingness, readiness, and desire to serve my and our people of the Roseau Valley constituency, Dominica by extension. And one of the things I have been thinking through the Holy Spirit has put up on my spirit is we need to go back to our villages. We need to go back to our constituency. Our representatives need to be with the people, represent the people. To the many people who are saying many different things about UPP, the message that we are bringing, and I really want to echo that tonight, the message that we are bringing, that's why we, in a few days' time, we're going to meet the Mao constituency, Lofty, and we're going to go in your constituency and share that continued message with your people of the Mao constituency, as we will do across Dominica, to share that continued good news, is to just to listen to the people, work with the people, for the people, by the people, where you let the people know that their opinion matters. And we've been saying that for a while. One of the things we've been saying, we give the people small doses, Lofty. But I can just visualize that setting you went through, that it must have been chilling for you just to see. I mean, we have so much to be thankful for. We have everything to be thankful for. But as we move around with how blessed we are as Dominica, as a country, as nature island of the Caribbean, of the world, what we are seeing there on a daily basis, it is really concerning. It is heartbreaking.
True. Davidson, just before we get into, again, let me say good evening on behalf of the United Party program that is happening tonight. Let me say good evening to all of you locked into that space at this time. Davidson, just before we get into the gist of our conversation tonight, there are a number of folks out there. There are a number of folks out there who may be listening to us for the very first time, and we're talking about a political party, that is the United Progressive Party. And they may not have a clue as to just who we are. And so it gives me the privilege, Davidson, at this time to go through some of the fundamentals, because that is key about our party at this time. And if you guys go to UPP, that is our website, www.UPP. I'm saying it very slow so that you guys could get it. That is www.uppdominica.com. Then you guys will be able to see right there as to some of the things that the United Progressive Party is all about, the vision, the mission, and everything about the United Progressive Party. So just bear with me as we go through some of the fundamentals here of this party, which is so critical in this time. It says here under the page, that's the United Progressive Party's page. It says here, the United Progressive Party, the color of the party is orange. Okay.
That's right.
The symbol is the bottle, which represents the independence and freedom under the law. Our motto, it says here, is together for progress. Again, let me just take that as Davidson and Idlin said last week and week before.
Small doses.
Yeah. So folks, the party color is orange. All right. The symbol of the party that we're talking about, the United Progressive Party, it is the bottle. And the bottle, why the bottle, you may say? Our leader, Joshua Francis, and also yours truly and Davidson, others, have explained that ad nauseum, but it is always good to get a refresher. The bottle, why the bottle we chose as the symbol of the party. When we go to register the party, I think it's 2 years ago, there were two symbols available as per the symbols associated with the electoral office. and we had the bottle available and a knife. Just two symbols we could choose from in terms of formalizing or legalizing the party, that is. And so we had discussions among ourselves, and we decided to choose the bottle. I know there have been a little hiccup, there have been talk, there have been, this back and forth on Facebook and other places as to why the bottle. And so again, we want to repeat to our folks tonight, why the bottle? The bottle has very, very, very good importance, very good significance. And so we'll get into that sometime later.
It's water for life, Lofty.
But a lot of people sometimes choose to put the bottle or line the bottle rather with, this negative stuff and alcoholism and whatever it is.
And we say water for life.
Water for life, and the bottle, there is blessings in the bottle
Holy
as well.
water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so the symbol of the party is the bottle. And for sure, good things can come off a bottle or the bottle. And we are saying good things is about to come off the UPP's bottle indeed.
That's right. That's
all right. So let us not split hairs over that and go back and forth as to why you guys chose the bottle. The fundamental reason or rationale is that two symbols were available at the time. Maybe in the future, more will pop up their heads, but at the time, two were available, and it was the knife and the bottle. And after much discussion at the party level, at the executive level, we decided to go ahead with the bottle. And so the bottle it is. The motto of the party, it is together for what, Davidson?
For progress.
For progress, indeed. And continue reading on here. It says the United Progressive Party of Dominica was created, as you said earlier, Davidson, to offer a real choice for citizens who want honest leadership and steady progress. The party officially launched in 2022 in the Kalinago territory at a time when many people felt that the public life needed more transparency, fairness, and accountability. The UPP give Dominicans the best alternative for government based on fairness and opportunity for all. Again, Davidson, just to reiterate those points, I just want to drive that home again.
Yes.
It says here, the United Progressive Party of Dominica was created to offer a real choice for citizens who want honest leadership and steady progress. And so let me just pause here, because there are a lot of people out there, Davidson, who choose to align or malign UPP with other reasons than we state here.
Our intentions are clean and
very
pure.
clean,
Clean
right?
and pure.
That is it. So any other thing other than that you're hearing floating around,
That's not us.
that is not us, as Davidson said, and that is a lie I am saying straight from the pit of hell.
That's right.
End of story. The United Progressive Party of Dominica was created to offer a real choice for citizens who want honest leadership and steady progress. The party officially launched in 2022 in the Kalinago territory at a time when many people felt that public life needed more transparency, fairness, and accountability. The United Progressive Party gives Dominicans the best alternative for government based on fairness and opportunity for all. The vision of this esteemed party says here, our vision, we envision a Dominica where democracy is respected, every citizen is treated with dignity, and development is shared fairly across all communities. This vision includes protecting the nature island and managing the country's resources in a sustainable way that supports long-term well-being. Again, Davidson, let me just go over the vision again so that those persons who may be on the fringes now as to the vision of our party, let me just try again to send this home, drive this home one more time before we continue. It says the vision of our party is that we envision a Dominica where democracy is respected, every citizen is treated with dignity, and development is shared fairly across all communities. This vision includes protecting the nature island and managing the country's resources in a sustainable way that supports long-term well-being. Folks, that is in a nutshell the vision of the UPP. Our mission, it says here, Our mission is to contest general elections and guide the nation's affairs with responsible leadership and practical policies. We aim to strengthen governance, promote fairness, and ensure that national progress benefits all Dominicans. Again, just to reiterate, our mission is to contest general elections and guide the nation's affairs with responsible leadership and practical policies. We aim to strengthen governance, promote fairness, and ensure that national progress benefits all Dominicans. The values of the party, it says the United Progressive Party is anchored in values that reflect our commitment to the country. And they are sustainable development, solidarity, dignity, justice, equity, liberty, transparency, leadership integrity, and by no means least, accountability. These values guide our decision and shape the policies we bring forward. And so, folks, when you go onto this page, you will also see a section on this page where you can be a member of the United Progressive Party. So all we would ask you to be a member is that you plug in your name right here, your surname, your email address, and then you can hit the subscribe button, and we will welcome that indeed. All right. So Davidson, there's much more to us as a party in terms of the constitution and other ideals about the party, but time will not permit us tonight. I just thought it is always good to give a refresher ever so often so that the fundamentals, the basics of the party can be instilled and reinstilled.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Lofty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, Davidson, before we
Well, again, I just want
throw it on?
to add to, thank you, Lofty. I just want to add to what you've just explained to our listeners out there. And it's our responsibility as a party, especially as a new party, to refresh the people, right? And to keep it simple, to keep it straight, to keep it real, right? We as a party, again, I spoke about it earlier, Lofty. I shared that with you. One of the reasons for sure I have seen thus far from every one of us that have pledged ourselves to join this party and this movement is to serve our people genuinely. Lofty, life is very, very fragile. We spoke about that earlier. And we don't want to just exist. We want to live our life. And how do we live our life? We live our life understanding our purpose in this life. The purpose of this life is not just for you and I, personal benefits. There's more to life than that. Mm-hmm. There is much, much more, especially those of us who say we are believers in the Almighty, in the I Am. There's much, much more to you having all what you need. Your house, your car, your wardrobes filled with whatever, all your personal needs met. There's much more to life than that. And what we've seen and what we continue to see in our nature island of Dominica, where we have entrusted people to lead us, to serve us in the highest office it is, to make decisions for us, with us, and we can see the results of it. Mm-hmm. So that's the main reason why we here. And you said something earlier about, for those who don't get what we as UPP are all about, we are on a mission, and that mission is the Almighty's mission to look out for his people with his directive. I can testify to that. That's my intention right there. Because Lofty, I don't know how much longer for me. And that's the truth. We're seeing, we're hearing. Look at what happened to the Otis family, this gentleman, right? Mm-hmm. This other biker, this other person that was shot down in your constituency. Mm-hmm. And we continue to hear repeatedly. I was following a funeral in Barbados. This young doctor, Dr. Cox, mm-hmm. right? And this young lady, right? She was, I saw the clip of it. She was giving a speech to her people. She was a Fisheries chief executive, something like this, mm-hmm. right? And she stood there giving a speech, Lofty, and she just fell, and she fell and died.
Yeah, I think
Lofty. I saw that. She fell and died right there. Nothing to resuscitate. She fell and died. I mean, we could go on and on as to what the circumstances were for that, but I'm just saying that this is the reality of life. The realities are real.
That brings me back to my brother. What's his name? Jerry. I forget his surname now. Used to be a journalist from St. Vincent, I believe.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that situation. Right?
Yeah, he had this program
Yep, that's right.
focused on the facts or
Yep,
whatever it
yep,
is.
yep. Right
And
there. That's about
this brother
about-
was on a program one morning about what?
Yep, I remember that
Same-
situation.
yeah.
Well, close over
And
5 years because
just
time
the-
is going fast.
just right
Yeah.
there.
Yep, I remember that.
He was
Yes.
talking to Beverly Sinclair. She too has passed since,
Yes.
And they were writing a program, doing a program, and,
Yeah.
and Jerry just said, he's like, he just came out of the frame for a little while,
Yep.
and that was it.
Yep. Just like that.
Yeah, so
Right. So again, Lofty, the point I'm trying to drive home based on what you've just shared with our listening audience is we as a united progressive party, we as the united progressive party, our aims and objectives are based on what the realities are.
True.
We are making sacrifices with you, for you, our people, because we understand the fundamentals of life and the purpose of our life. I'm not perfect. We are not perfect. But we have values and principles which you have just, refreshed and reminded our people as to what we are about, Lofty. So the naysayers out there who want to say whatever, this is us in real. So what we are asking of our audience tonight and moving forward is to give us that opportunity to represent you, to make decisions in your favor, to work with you, for you.
True.
And you have a right, you have a choice. After you've given us that chance, you will see what we've done for you, right? And then you can decide whether or not you want to continue with us or make the necessary changes as needs be. But what we are experiencing now with our level of governance that we have, Lofty, it is not working in our local favor.
Sure.
It is not.
All right, Davidson, it is 8 minutes. Yes. Well, no, it is 8:15 of 8 o'clock. Let's take a little break at this time.
Yep.
We'll be right back. I have two clocks here. Those two clocks, they are totally different. One is saying 7 minutes to, one is saying 10 minutes to. But it's all right, huh? Yes, folks, the poor man feel it. Yes, especially in Dominica. Between the talk, we need some entertainment as well. And yes, we'll facilitate your calls, your much needed calls. So yes, if you want to interact with us, 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. These are the numbers to call in. We are in with Brother Davidson Timothy tonight. He's tipped to represent the needs of the Roseau Valley constituents whenever the next election is called. He is truly representing the needs of the Maho people at this time. The Maho constituents. That's good folks from Warner, Campbell, Jimmy, and others. Yes, caller, you're on. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Lofty. Good evening. My brother Lofty, and good evening to Mr. Davidson,
Yes, brother.
Yeah,
Good evening, bro.
yeah, man. What I want to say, in Dominica, the math is not mathing. Everywhere you pass, people say the math is not mathing. It's time for change, Dominican people. These guys, 26 years, it is nothing they can promise you again. They have been there for 26 years. It is nothing new. These guys, they outdated. He tired. He has to go. But he don't want to go because I don't know for what he don't want to go. I don't know if he love riches or he afraid of incarceration in the U.S. But this guy, sir, please, you have to give us a break in our country, Mr. Scary. I'm talking to you. You can hold the Prime Minister for as long as you want to. Prime Minister Emeritus, you can hold it. But the office of Prime Minister, you have to go, sir. You have to leave the office of the Prime Minister for the Dominican people. So you have to leave. The people are suffering. The people every day. People begging people. Sir, you have to leave, sir. Please give us a chance in our country. Thank you very much.
That's one caller pleading for the man who sits in the chair to vacate that chair. Lacey said he would have done that sometime back. Man who is very economical with the truth indeed, huh? But it is what it is. When your time comes to go, you have to go. And the people of Dominica will enforce that indeed. Based on the streets, based on the kitchen talk, the living room talk, under the mango trees talk, you gotta go, brother. Enough is enough. Time up, pack up. Indeed, the poor people of Dominica feel it, huh? Folks, in just a bit, I'm gonna turn my attention to the people of the Maho constituency, where some of your needs, some of your dreams, some of your aspirations, what you have spoken to the folks of the UPP team on the ground. We're gonna echo some of the sentiments as a team who listens to the people, always listens to the people. But tonight, just for tonight's discussion, we're gonna focus on the people of Campbell and Warner, to be precise. So my good folks of Maho, Massa, Kinfield and beyond, your turn is up next in the subsequent program, huh? And of course the brother Davidson as well, Idlin Harris and others, my dear friend Joanne Green, and the others associated with UPP at this time. Good evening to you folks in a very, very big way. Thank you guys for the work. To the party leader, Mr. Joshua Francis, thanks for the work so far, brother. Davidson, we visited Campbell some time back. Can you, Davidson, remember anything that you heard on the ground from the people in Campbell as to some of what, you know, they are saying, their heart is hurting about in the Campbell area? Anything?
One of the things among many things, Lofty, that stood out with me and still stands out with me, I was privileged to have been there that night. I listened to the people who spoke. They spoke from their own situations. And they're looking for good, honest representative. These people are hardworking people. These people are used to making their own money, doing their own things, building their home, taking care of their personal affairs. And the reality of the situation has been where it is just not, someone said earlier, I love that quote, the math is not mathing. And this is one of the strongest sentiment I took away from that particular meeting that night, Lofty, where the people, I mean, you see the shops are open, the people cannot, they don't have that disposable income. And that was really strong that evening while we were there, right? A few people are okay, and they are just okay for themselves, with themselves. The selected few, they tend to think, I am okay, it's the rest that's not okay. But the majority of people, in one way or another, right, in terms of healthcare, in terms of, taking care of things that really matter. It's summertime. Most people at summertime would love a staycation or a vacation. You cannot even really have a good staycation. Like you just tell yourself, okay, I'm just going to go around. And this is one of the things that came to my mind this week. Just going around enjoying the sights and songs of Dominica. Because each area of Dominica, each constituency has a lot to offer. Sure. Some people cannot even do that because they can't afford it, Lofty. So this is one of the things that stands out in my mind in that meeting that night.
Yeah, they're asking for effective leadership.
Effective leadership.
Sure. Yeah. You are right. You're spot on, Davidson. I took note of that. And as well, in terms of, the needs, some of the needs of the people on the ground. Davidson, I'm going to read. I'm going to read because it is always good to refresh people's mind with what was said before.
Yep.
And so that they can be reacquainted with some of the promises, the failed promises, I must say. I'm going to read here, Davidson. And that is one of the things that yours truly and the team got on the ground as it
That's right.
pertains to some of the plight of the people in Campbell.
That's right.
Here it was, Tropical Storm Erica
That's right.
did a number on Dominica.
That's right.
And after that, we had Maria. And the government of the day basically went up to Campbell, where we are zeroing, we're talking about Campbell tonight. There are other areas,
Mhm.
but let's focus on Campbell tonight for this discussion.
Yes.
They went up to Campbell and they basically told the people of Campbell that their village,
That's right.
it
That's
is
right.
much too prone to disaster.
That's right.
And so they promised the people of Campbell that there was going to be some type of relocation
That's right.
of the people in Campbell.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, they promised them that they were going to do it phase by phase, at least the first 25 families
That's right.
who were more in the line of fire. Well, not fire, but in the line of flood, in the line of water.
Yep. Of disaster.
Yeah. They were going to remove them first, and then subsequently the other families would follow.
Yep.
But lo and behold, down till this day we are talking tonight, nothing, absolutely nothing has gone on in terms of that promise.
That's right.
And so just as a reminder, Davidson,
That's right.
because that is one of the plight of the people that we spoke to on the ground. They said, Lofty, the government made us a promise to move us from this place and up till now.
Yep.
And our lives were basically in limbo. We don't know if we are coming. We don't know if we are going.
You know, Lofty, if I should add to what we are saying, thus far, because you and I had the opportunity to rehear that hands-on. So I just want to let our audience know we are speaking truth to power. We are not here trying to get personal with anybody to try to make it look like we can do better. We are reporting.
These are the people's words.
Yes, we are reporting what the people has said to us. And to support what Lofty is saying there briefly, most of these people cannot take that to the bank.
Would you take that to the bank?
You can't. You can't, Lofty, because you are in a limbo. You are not sure what's going on for years. It's like, what can you do? Should I repair? Should I build? Should I?
Exactly.
You can't take that to the bank. The bank is not looking at these people.
And that is the state of indecisiveness. That these people are in
unstableness,
as a result of their government failed promises.
That was said to them.
And so in terms of a read up now, it says here, and folks, I'm quoting now the Dominica News Online article, Friday, September 4th, 2020.
That's right.
So that's what, 6 years ago?
6 years.
About?
Yep.
It says here, in terms of headline, government commits to relocating Campbell residents. It starts by saying Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says his government has made a commitment to relocate residents of Campbell, but on a phased basis. And that is what we got on the ground.
That's right.
That is what the people were promised. So that is what they have to repeat. And so look, it is there now in print. It is recorded. The written word. Continue. The community of Campbell is said to be one of the vulnerable communities in Dominica which are prone to floods and landslides. Open quote. That is Roosevelt speaking now. I actually was the first person who was suggesting to Campbell in 2007 they need to relocate. As you know, we had this major disaster where some of our friends lost their lives in Campbell as a result of the rain and floods and landslides which took place there, close quote. The Prime Minister said on his Anu Pali talk show recently. That's way back when. Open quote again, but we made a commitment. Obviously, Campbell is one of the vulnerable communities in the country. We have made a commitment to relocate them on a phased basis, close quote. It says here again, he said, that is Roosevelt said, the government has identified some lands in Warner and hopes that the plan can be presented to the people of Campbell very soon. According to Roosevelt Skerrit, based on information from parliamentary representative of the constituency back then, Mr. Reuben Blackmore, the first 25 most vulnerable families in Campbell have been identified. Open quote. We also need to finalize the plans for the construction of this new development for the residents of Campbell. Close quote, he added.
We need to what, Lofty? Repeat that again, please.
Says here, we also need to finalize the plans for the construction of this new development.
So there's a plan.
That is in Warner they're talking about.
So there is a plan. So finalize that plan. Lofty, we're talking about 19 years, ago. 19 years. These were words said by the government of Dominica to our people, to these people. That's powerful words. And they are sitting there, they are in limbo. They are wondering, what do I do? I mean, you know when it is to wake up or to go to sleep and you don't know what you're waking up to do?
And Mark U. Davidson, we are presently in another hurricane cycle. We are right there.
But I mean, Lofty, we are in the hurricane season.
So the promise made a couple of years back to relocate these people to a much more stable area. Up till now, that cannot be met. And you will have the same people going back to ask the same people to put them back in office. For what?
Again.
For what?
And that's where we come in as a
and not just that, Davidson, not just that. Not just to put them back, but they will go now having failed the people times without number in terms of promises now.
That's right.
We'll go back to the people and want to butter that up.
That's right.
Want to cover that up.
That's right.
Want to sugarcoat that up with a bribe. With what they say, a red envelope mark, love, whatever it is. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And so I am asking, I am beseeching, I am warning the people of Campbell now. You guys are still in the disastrous zone.
That hasn't changed.
That has not changed a bit. And you need to remember that. And so when these guys come around with their fancy talk now, you need to let them remember and understand
what was said.
What was said, one, and you guys are still even in a worse predicament now. And we can't continue living like that. We cannot continue not having hold people accountable to their words.
That's right.
Davidson, that is not a rum shop talk.
No.
If a man tell you that in a rum shop, and the man drinking, you can say the man was under his booze. You just say some.
That's right.
But that's supposed to be the leader of a country. And if a leader of a country, words cannot be taken to the bank, as you said before, then it is nothing. It amounts to nothing. And the people of Campbell and others like in Cooley-Bistro and other areas, you guys need to hold this man feet to the fire. Hold these representatives feet to the fire. Kasani should be in no way, shape, or form going to Campbell and telling the people anything other than the plans for relocation. Nothing else.
That's right.
That is where it should start. That is where the conversation should start.
That's right.
So Kastani, my brother, no hard feelings. But your minister, the one who is propping you up to be his protege, you need to tell him, do good by your constituents and follow up. Make his words mean something in the people's lives. That's where the conversation should start.
That's right. Agree.
Cannot go up there and talk mumbo jumbo talk for these people anymore.
That's right.
19 years, Davidson, you said Roosevelt uttered those words.
19 years.
2007, he suggested that. Again, when Erica and whatever, he basically said he committed as a government to the people to relocate them. Plans on their way, this and that. Up till now.
Quite a few of these people said they would love to repair their homes, they would love to build, they would love to do certain things, and it's like they just don't know what to do. Thank God for the few fortunate ones that continue to maintain their home and do necessary amendments where need be.
Davidson, would you, as a sane man, repair a home, invest, put money in a house that you know is in a disastrous area?
No,
exactly.
No, I won't. Exactly. No, I won't.
So it's like,
and it's not fair.
It's not fair to the
So we're
people.
talking about representation. That is not fair representation. And this is what we are about as a United Progressive Party, looking at the issues of the day, meeting the people on the ground, as you said about the people from the South, right? Yesterday. This is real stuff, Lofty. The people of Campbell there, I mean, we were there, we heard it from the people, by the people. Real stuff. This is a real situation. That's their home,
And
right? That's their area. That's their home.
And Davidson, that is just one failed promise.
Yep.
There are many more promises.
Among many.
There's a plethora of
Yep.
promises made to the people of Campbell.
Yep.
That is like,
Yep.
you know, like when water evaporates.
Yeah, I mean,
You see it and you see it no more.
Quite a few things were said, Lofty. I was like, wow. And that's one of the eye opener as we go around. You hear for yourself. So when we come on these programs here and just to refresh people of the reality on the ground, we're not there castigizing anybody. We are here speaking truth to power.
That's it.
Right? The people have spoken. The people are speaking. The people are feeling their realities on the ground. And that's what it's all about.
A promise was made to the people of Cooley as well, Davidson.
Yep, I remember that as well. Yeah.
Cooley Street, the people has made to them in that
that's
when that deluge, a promise was up till now, nothing.
Yeah, to a village.
Nothing.
To a village. Yeah.
And so we continue now as a people to be battling with our government as to their promises. It cannot be.
Right.
It cannot be. We have to move past that.
That's right.
Whatever is blinded has, bamboozled our people. We need to take off. We need to be exorcised, as it were, from that crap.
Yep, totally agree.
We need it.
Totally agree.
That needs to be done ASAP. We cannot continue in that zone and vein for too long. That's it.
Well, Lofty, if I should add, I think quite a few people have come to the point where they're not wanting to engage in long conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of the good things I have noticed, among many good things I have noticed, that people are just waiting for that moment, realizing that I don't want to hurt nobody, I don't want to get physical with anybody, but the way I can exercise my right is to use my hands and make that necessary vote. So I think right now, quite a few people are saying that, hey, for now, I don't want to be on the front line, but I'm ready to do what needs to be done. So that gives us hope, Lofty. And that is very refreshing. So because one of the things among many good things, as we said, we as a United Progressive Party, we are on a mission. And whose mission? The Almighty's mission. We are here to protect his people, to serve his people with integrity, with justice, to allow the people a chance to grow. Let them know that their opinion matters. So the people are saying to us in many uncertain terms or many certain terms, which is the same thing, that they will do and they are ready to do what needs to be done. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Quite a few people are saying enough is enough.
The
young people are speaking, Lofty.
Yeah, indeed.
Right? The young people they've had enough of the COCO. They've had enough of these moments where this temporary joy. I mean, we're talking about the person in control of this. Don't drink and don't smoke. These are his words again.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So he's soberly making these strong promises to the people. Sanely, he's a sane man. He's a sane man. I'm not his doctor, but he's a sane man. So he's making these promises as he moves around to our people with a sound mind. Right, Lofty? With a sound mind. And the young people are listening and they're saying, I had enough of that. Mm-hmm. Quite a few young people who have never seen differently in terms of governance. Most of them have not seen. Quite a few have not seen differently. They have not seen another government in power. They have not seen how other people, other representatives do things. For example, the ambition of them going to school and like you and like me, getting that opportunity to serve their people in their constituency in Dominica, they're not seeing that because it's all handpicked.
So Davidson, just to come back to where we were in terms of now the failed promise or failed promises.
Yes.
We are saying, we heard the Campbell people. We are still locked onto the Campbell people. We are still zeroing on them.
That's right.
We are saying to the Campbell people, you guys need to give the opposition, give the United Progressive Party a chance.
Yep.
give the opposition a chance in Dominica so
That's
that
right.
those dreams of yours, those aspirations of yours, those
Can be
ideals
realized.
of yours can be
Realized.
realized.
Yep.
After 25 years of promise that has failed,
Yep.
you should not have any more confidence in that.
That's right.
And so
That's right.
that is our pledge to the people of Campbell. We are talking to you directly tonight.
That's right. And that's your democratic right.
That foolishness about being relocated for how many years now and it cannot happen
Yep.
because of whatever it is.
19 years.
We are saying to you guys, give another person, give another set of people a
Fresh
chance.
ideas.
Yes.
Yes.
These guys have plateaued. They have no more
Yeah.
innovative ideas to make the lives and dreams of people a reality. None.
You know, Lofty, in addition to that, what you've just said is the intentions are not clean, you know. If one's intention is clean, you know, in every relationship, you have your intention.
Mhm.
So the intention based on 25 years is showing that it has not been clean.
Campbell is predominantly, we can say, a farming community.
It is.
Davidson.
It is.
Predominantly.
It is.
We go up there, we saw some nice
It is.
yam.
I
we
do
saw-
business with people from Campbell.
Exactly.
I do business.
So here you go.
In my business, Lofty, I do business with quite a few villages across Dominica.
That's good.
I provide hope. It's an exchange.
Mhm.
Where one of the things when I first started my personal business, a lot of people said there's no market for the agricultural produce, whether locally or internationally. And we've seen that. So one of the pledge I made to myself with a lot of people is we're going to have an exchange. Lofty, it hasn't been easy. It's been character building. I wouldn't lie to tell you, right? And we're still talking about locally. So a lot of these people in Campbell, I deal with them personally. I know quite a few of them. So I am down your lane.
Okay, good. And so I am just adding now to what you're saying in that some of their needs on the ground, especially those who are directly in the agricultural sector, in the agricultural business, they're saying to us that, hey, there's not much in it for us.
Yeah.
Again, it's from hand to mouth.
Yeah.
There's not the when we plant, there's not the market of readily available for us to exploit. So there's a struggle there. They will have the plantains, they'll have the bananas, they'll have the yams, they'll have the whatever it is, but it will just be there on their hands and they basically have to just give it away. And so that is one of the situations that they say to us, Lofty, we need some kind of avenue to sell our produce, to make money, to make a profit.
That's right.
Because your hands can't be in the soil 24/7 for good looks or
That's
for
right.
show. No.
That's right. It's a
This
business.
is a business.
It's a livelihood. It's a business.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that is what they have said to us, that they need some kind of more avenues opening up so that when they plow
That's right.
the soil,
That's right.
they can reap the harvest thereof.
That's right.
And so,
That's right.
Davidson, you are directly dealing with some of these people. And
That's
so we are prepared to give these people the commitment now that these failed promises of a boat coming and a boat going and a boat never coming. We will look into the needs that you have to help secure a market for you.
That's right. You know, Lofty,
Regionally alone, we can find the space
that's right.
to do that kind of a
That's right.
transaction.
That's right.
What is his name? Thompson had some kind of transaction like that, and it was doing good.
Yep.
You understand?
That's right.
That was just on a micro
That's right.
level.
That's right. That's right.
Imagine if you have that now from a governmental and national standpoint,
Yep.
that farmers know they
Ready,
plow.
ready market.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's
You have a place to go to bring your stuff.
exactly.
Yep.
So there will be that need, there will be that urge, there will be this energy back into the sector.
So, Lofty, again, to support what you're saying there, and that's what we need to get the people to understand. We are presenting ourselves as candidates for the 21 constituencies of Dominica as an opposition force, where we listen to you. We're talking about Campbell specifically for now. And we are saying that you will get a representative in Mr. Loftus Durant who will listen to you, who is willing to, when we meet as colleagues, he will say, no, my constituency, my people, I have made a promise with them, to them,
Very much.
to represent them. Listen to me. I'm going to bring them at our next meeting because we are not delivering for them. And we need that kind of representation now, Lofty, from every constituent, every candidate, where they hold themselves in a position where they cannot fail their people.
And Davidson, I'm not a man of many words, but the words that I do utter, I try my very best to live up to it.
But yes,
I try my very best. And
Yes.
so my word is my bond.
yes,
If I tell you, Davidson, I'll be with you for 6 o'clock,
I'll be with you.
I'll be with you at 5:55.
Right.
That's me.
So we need people.
If I tell you, Davidson, I'll give you whatever it is, I will sponsor whatever it is.
Yeah.
My word is my bond. That
It's
is
your
how I
bond.
live.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And so at that other level now, not no next level, the
Yes.
other level,
Yes.
it's just a natural flow.
It's a natural flow. It's a levity, right? So that's why we are asking the people out there who are listening to us in radio world. We are here as a United Progressive Party to let you see, to as it may, to remove that wool in your eyes, to refresh you, to reset your mind, and to let you understand that, hey, you have the responsibility to protect yourself, to change your reality. You can.
To help open the eyes thereof.
Yes, yes. So we are just stating before you tonight the facts as it is, right? Of the promises, the many promises that was made to you, and you have an opportunity as a people to tell yourself, hey, I would like to change that for myself because it's not working. As a gentleman said earlier, the math is not mathing, right? So we're not here tonight to call anybody names or whatever. So we as an opposition force, we are saying in our Dominica, we can do better than that.
True. I agree.
The people of Campbell, you can do better than that. You have the opportunity to choose your representative who will represent you all the way, where your voice will matter. It's up to you.
Davidson, there's I cannot recall the passage now, but in the good book somewhere, it basically speaks to a people. I think that is so many gospels where he talked to a people talking about, or there is advice asking a people to choose the road that you want to walk on.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of the darkness, then continue in the darkness.
Yep.
But you cannot say there is not a light that has been offered to you.
Yep. Totally agree. Lofty, when we wake up in the morning.
And the Dominica people, really and truly, in the essence of it, that is what it boils down to. Dominica has been in darkness for too long. Dominicans have been walking in darkness for too long.
Yep.
And so walking in darkness, there are a number of things that can happen to you.
Yep.
There are a number of things that you can stumble upon that if you were walking in the light, as that light is being offered to you now, would not have happened. Light in and out of itself is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
There are a number of things that you don't have to worry about once you're walking in the light, because you are seeing much clearer. Your mental faculties are much more focused.
That's right.
You are much more on point.
That's right.
Than when you're just scrambling in the dark. Dominica have been in the dark as a country. Its leadership have plunged this country in the abyss of darkness.
That's right.
And are not prepared to take us out there out of their own volition. It's we, the people,
That's right.
who have to be enlightened, see the light as it were,
That's right.
and be prepared to do what it takes to extricate ourselves from that darkness.
That's right.
I'm telling you, Davidson, last night I went to Soufriere.
Yep, you said.
They were and that.
Yep, it could not.
That didn't talk with me, no.
Yep. When you're walking in the dark, you're going to be imbalanced. You know?
They were lamp
You're
poles.
going to be imbalanced. Once you walk in the dark, you will be imbalanced as a human being.
There were lamp poles in Soufriere.
Yes.
There were lights in Soufriere. And
yes, you could
the place
feel
was
it.
dark.
Yeah, man. You could feel it. That's imbalance.
The place was dark, brother.
That's imbalance. Because you're walking
You
in the
could
dark.
feel it.
Yep. You're walking in the dark. Yep. Real
And
stuff.
in the not too distant future, I'll
Expand.
give much more details as to what I'm really driving at.
That's right.
But something is definitely wrong,
That's right,
Davidson.
that's
And just on a tangent now, anyway, let me not go there. Because I don't want to upset anybody unnecessarily tonight.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that some of our so-called men of the cloth, they ought to be doing much better a job as men and women of the cloth as it pertains to this country. This country is in a state of darkness. And the men and women of the cloth, so-called, they should be taking up the job much more seriously as a people now who should know better as to the direction in which this country should go. Davidson, I'm telling you,
Okay.
the people who are called after God's name in this country supposed to be the salt, supposed to be the savor. They're supposed to add value
That's right.
to people's lives in Dominica. And trust me, Davidson, where we are as a country, some of these people have fallen short of that.
right. Totally
Some
agree,
of these
Lofty.
people have fallen short, Davidson. I'm telling you.
Totally agree, Lofty.
The real people in the spiritual realm who can discern and who have discerned what is happening in this country, they are too far and few in between. There are some of them. I speak to them, now and then. I have a very good discerning spirit. But I can tell you, there's a bunch of them who are just there and they are adding to the darkness that Dominica is in as a country. And I make no apology for that. By their works, you shall know them. That is what the good book says.
That's right.
And you're seeing them every day.
Lofty, I totally agree with your sentiments you're sharing. And in addition to that, I want to say also is the intentions. When one wake in the morning or before they go to bed, when they wake in the morning, your intention has to be clear. Which source of energy are you tapping into? And as you rightly say, and we continue to see, those of us who are spiritually grounded, not religiously, spiritually grounded, you can see clearly the intentions of these people that's supposed to be leading us in the ways of the Almighty, which brings us to the purpose. One has to understand their purpose in this life. Your purpose in this life cannot just be about your well-being. When you are placed in a position to represent people, to take care of people, to lead people, to provide the way with people.
True. Davidson, we're going to get to the live feed in just a while, but
Yes.
just as we move from Campbell, folks from Campbell, we are here with you. The United Progressive Party folks, we were on the ground. We will be on the ground. We are on the ground with you in terms of your suffering, in terms of your dreams, as I said before. Whatever it is that, to make your lives better. Politics should not be partisan in nature. The whole idea of politics, it should be to help people be better citizens. And so whatever it is we can do, we ought to do, we will do to make your lives better. All we are asking you, there's a confirmation process on now. As tedious as it is, some persons have no confidence in it, but we are imploring you now, please take a 45 minutes of your time, take an hour of your time and go through that process so that your voice, you can speak now whenever that needs arises. You can speak through your vote. You can put that X, as it were, somewhere that can be much more meaningful for not just for you, but for your future. Let's take a call. We're going to go to the people of Warner in just a bit in terms of some of their plight, aspirations, and ideals. Caller on the overseas line. Good evening. The UPP's program. Caller, good evening. Caller, are you there? Good evening. All right. I think you're not there, or maybe something is wrong with the overseas line. So please try calling us back, or you could use any of the other lines locally, that is. Thank you for trying nonetheless. Davidson, in the interest of time, let us hop across now to that person on the overseas line is insisting. Caller, yes, good evening to you. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening, Lofty.
Yes, good evening, bro.
And your guest, your partner, is named Davidson.
Yes, Timothy, yes.
But Lofty, I just tuned in. I driving, I just tuned in. And when I tuned in, I heard you talking about Cooley Street. And that is why I had to call, because my father is from Kulibistri and my mother is from Salisbury. So I have a lot of family, close relative in Kulibistri. And when is Maria or Erica, one of them passed, Roosevelt Scary declared that area as one of them, how we call it, not emergency zone, but
Disaster
one
zone.
of the areas that get hit the
Disaster
most,
zone.
a
Yes.
disaster zone. And therefore he was placing priority to Kulibistri, I think Polio, and somewhere on the south, and so on. And Lofty, up to now, I don't believe one person from Kulibistri get a house. Now, I heard people talking about Scary giving house and Scary giving this and Scary giving that. And Lofty have a big problem with that, because in your individual capacity, you can give somebody something. But if you manage in a country like you part of the government, that is what the people vote you for. That's what you there to serve. You ain't doing nobody a favor. You understand? He made a promise, and he talking about promise. And he just neglect the people from Kulibistri. And some people believe is a favor Roosevelt Scary giving them or doing to them when you in need or you reach a point, whether it's in agriculture, or tourism, or in business, whatever the situation is. The resources of the country belongs to the people, and Dominican agree that the resources of Dominica belong to Roosevelt Scary. And Lofty, I have a big problem with that, because one of the things it does is to divide people. Because those people are really in need and deserve the help from the government, not from Roosevelt Scary or the Labour Party. Because last time I checked, Labour Party never sell a fried chicken or sell a kubuli or nothing. I want to know where that money people believe is Roosevelt Scary owned. Roosevelt Scary have got no other side job. Where he getting that money? That is the people's money, whether it's in passport sale, whether it's taxes, whether it's grant, whether it's loan. That's the people resources. You understand? And that's creating, in my mind, that's creating a division, because people that don't deserve the help getting it. I hear a young man this week on Matt lamenting 9 of his family die Lofty, of his family members. And he and his sister and maybe another 1 or 2 of them. And Roosevelt Scary promised the young man that he go help him. And Chick Jordy, up to now, nothing. Lofty, that is wrong. Irrespective of which side you be, my brother, whether we red, we blue, whether I support UPP, when you win and you govern in the country, you're not governing UPP, you're governing the country. And you have to treat everybody equal under the law, because we are governed by laws, their protocol, their procedures. And that is what I want the people to understand. We have to be more mature in terms of how we think politics. Politics is not about self, it's about service. You cannot come in power 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and all of a sudden you're a billionaire. Huh? And if a little ghetto you'd come with $10,000, you'll go arrest him and find out where he get the money, what he do for it, where his receipt, where this, where that. And these guys have resources. They cannot account for Lofty. And these people that's supposed to be guarding the law, the FSU or the IPO or whoever it is, they're doing a lousy job, and that's another reason why you have to reject the Labour Party. Period. You have to be in opposition, whether it's UPP, whether it's UWP, even the Freedomite. You understand? Because political party is there to win. You win, you serve a term. The people don't like what direction they reject you. You go, you fix your party, you fix your business, you fix your candidate, and you come back stronger. And that business of people getting vexed because some people involved, but you shouldn't run, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. have a problem with that, Lofty. The more minds we have is better. Let's look at the candidate because in Dominica, allow us to vote for a candidate for a constituency. We're not voting for individual or a party, although that is what it is. But you're voting for representation, the best person that can represent you. I don't care who they are, if it's blue, red, green. Elect them. If you are convinced that's the best person, trustworthy, honest, transparent, capable, accountable, Lofty, that is the kind of conversation we should have. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you, I like the debate, and I want the best because the best have to lead the rest of us. I'm not the best, so I cannot ask you to vote for me.
All right, caller.
But the best of us have to lead the rest.
Thank you very much.
And when you offer yourself, Lofty, I say hats off because I know he's one of the best. You understand? And regardless of which sector, where they're coming from, but the Labour Party, no, that's something wrong with them. I hear you make a reference once about a mole. When you have a mole, are you making block? Because I used to make block with my brother. Only blocks coming out the same when you use that same mole. And once you come from that, you hang up nothing. This guy's talking as if they're opposition, what they're going to do and this and that. Run on your record what you do, 25 years, this and that. But that's too much for me to stay on your station right now. But
all right, caller. Thank you very much for the very
honesty. And I just let me give you a little shout out as you talk about Koulibaly because that victimization and people fear, people afraid to talk. That is crap.
All right, thank you, thank you.
God and you fret scary, you fret labor. And lots of people don't fret God for the things they're doing, Lofty.
Bob Marley, thank you very much.
Man.
We have to take you out on that note in the interest of time. Thank you very much. But succinct points, yes, very, very good and very salient points raised by the caller in terms of, how a country should be governed. Bob Marley, thank you very much, my brother. You're always very, very much on point. Be safe on the road, brother. Just before we go to Warner in terms of some of the needs of the people there, let me just conclude on Campbell. We heard as well, apart from the relocation need of the people in Campbell, when we spoke to some of the young people up there, they basically said, Lofty, there's nothing for us to do in very innovative ways. It is same old security guard driving a bus. There's very little hope. There's very little to look forward to as a young person indeed. And when you say young, 18, 35, 40, that age range, the economy is not vibrant. It's not buoyant enough for these people to be able to turn their hand and make money and be prosperous and, add value to the family life, add value to community life. No, it's just a constant struggle. And imagine Davidson, a government or what passes for government is there for what? Pretty close to 30 years now. Imagine Davidson, you had a child that was what?
Yeah.
Just born when this government came in. You'd have a full-grown adult on your hand today. And what can that child show for the progress under that regime? Nothing. Yeah. Literally nothing. That child would have to be sucking the crumbs like some of them doing so that they can say they have something. That is not how a people supposed to be governed.
That's right.
Everybody's supposed to be able to have part of the national pie.
That's right.
All of us will not have the same amount because we are different stages in life. That is understandable. But some people cannot have so much and others have none. It cannot be. Right. These guys have gone so far from the mantra of all shall eat. We are saying now, some eating all. That's what it is. The greedy said they are eating all and have the rest crumbling. So the young people in Campbell, they need that sort of breath of fresh air. They need to breathe. They need to exhale. They need to get up in the morning and say, okay, I have that at my disposal. And I also have that. I can, they need to flex their muscles, as it were, so that they can live comfortable.
That's right.
The elderlies in Campbell, they say, love that we get in the meager $100. Thank God for it. But By the time we send our grandchild in tongue to buy whatever it is, they come back with nothing. That's peanuts. And so not even that $300, quote unquote, that can sustain them anymore. Inflation is juggling up on us every day. You understand? The same thing these elderlies used to buy for $10, $15, today is $25, $30. So as the guy said, Greg Baptist, the math is not mathing. It cannot. You understand? And so we have been listening to the cause and the plight of the people, the elderlies, the young people, the not so young, the people who have a job and they are still poor. Davidson, that people met us on the ground and they told, when we work, we get a salary, yes, but we just know we're working. But it's like in a perpetual mode of poverty we are. And that cannot continue. Dominicans, we can do better. We have done better. We are pleading to you honestly from our hearts, deep down inside. We can do better. Let us do better as a people. So I'm making a special appeal to my good folks in Campbell tonight. Hope is on the way, people. Just hang in there. Hope is on the way. Keep hope alive. Your better days are ahead of you. Don't give it up. Don't throw in the towel. I was talking about throwing the towel in Campbell, same Campbell. I met a young brother, he tell me, Lofty, sometimes when I get up in the morning, I don't know if it's to go down, Maho, I don't know if it's to go up in the heights. It's like he just hopeless, in a state of limbo. And you never know, Davidson, somebody being by themselves like that for hours. You never know what is happening up there. And when these young people or people resort to certain actions, rest in peace, or we send a card, or we come across with some of us, our hypocritical tears and condolences and whatever it is. But we were not there to meet the people and to talk to the people at the point of need. Tonight, Davidson, we are speaking now. A family is going to bed without dinner. That's the reality. Tomorrow, a mother, a father is getting up and don't know where they're going to get $1 to sweeten some water for their child or children. That's the reality. A mother tonight has only $30, $20, and she have to decide how to split it to feed her family. How? And so we come and talk about non-communicable disease and all kind of things and whatever. But the state we are in, people cannot afford to buy nutritious stuff. And so if it's a pound of rice, if it's a pound of sugar, if it's a pound of white sugar, if it's a pound of white flour, that is what will keep some people alive. These people are not living. They're just existing. And we are telling these people there is a better way ahead. We have been in that too long, Davidson. Agreed. When this guy was murdered in America, the George Floyd guy, you had this movement, let people breathe, and black people, rose up and whatever it is. We have to have a moment like that here as well, Davidson. The necks of our oppressors, the necks of these wicked men and evil people, they're on our backs and necks too long. And I'm hoping, I know a day of rejoicing is at hand. It is nigh. It is near. But we just have to be there, encourage our people. So people of Campbell, please just hang in there. Let's hop across to Warner. We were in Warner. You were there as well. That's right. Davidson, you heard some of the plight, but in the interest of time, as we must fast track. People of Warner, basically, again, is another little, agricultural hamlet. Very productive people, very prosperous people in terms of their hands. They can work. They produce stuff. The soil up there is rich like other parts in Dominica, but
I get some of my sweet
they do magic stuff up there.
I get some of my sweet potatoes from there.
Trust me, they are sweet people. That's why the potatoes are so sweet. They do it with love. Yep. I remember we met this guy. People. We met this guy washing and helping whoever, and it's just a whole hardworking people. Yeah, man. But here it is. There's the road, Davidson, and that was one of the common themes that yours truly got on the ground. There's an area in Warner called Viewpoint, as on that plateau, on that plain.
That's right.
There's a road that
Goes down.
goes down to Hillsborough Estate.
That's right.
Again, another failed promise. It was supposed to be opened up so that it would have some kind of quicker, easier access for farming, for commuters, for, just business, for commerce, for, you understand? That road has been an impediment for much too long in terms of the people's progressing. We are not asking this government to do anything again, Davidson. We are just pointing it out, rehashing it because of the failed promises. We are not asking them to do anything. We are just asking the people now who have been suffering so long to help us on the way. Just hang on. Just give us a chance. Let us just handle stuff for you, with you, and things will get done. We have had a government too laissez-faire for too long. How can you have a government promising you stuff? Sugar S, good evening to you, my friend. That's my anthem there,
Yes. Okay.
Promises. A beautiful number.
Yeah, I agree.
Epitomizes what is happening in Dominica as a reality.
It's real.
It's real. That road, Davidson, I'm talking about, that they call it the Domlek Road.
That's right.
That's what they name it. Would open up much more business so that these people could live a better life. Davidson, well, you say you have been in direct contact. The Warner Road itself, the road that Udall cut and surfaced way back when in 90 something.
Yep.
That road, Davidson, it is tight.
Yep.
The amounts of patch and bumps and turns and holes and twists. It's like you on the rough seas when you're traveling on that road.
That's right.
If you're driving on that road steady, basically you have to open some account with one of the dealerships.
Real wear and tear.
Yes.
Yep.
And so that road is tired. It needs to be ripped off. Rip off that old surface.
Resurfaced.
The surface that Udall put on it in 19 tweezing.
Resurfaced.
It cannot continue. It can't make the grade again.
Yep.
It's tired.
Yep.
And resurface that road in the interest of the people's needs. So that is one of the other critical factors we heard on the ground as to the things that is keeping back progress for the people of Warner.
That's right.
And Warner is a very nice, neat community. As a matter of fact, Warner, it is said to be one of the safest communities in terms of disasters. We were talking about disasters while we Campbell.
That's right.
So a lot of people now are flocking up to Warner. They're going up at the upper level, which is good.
Yep.
But these people need to be, much more in terms there much more can be done. The road to get to and from Warner, it is much too bad. It is difficult to traverse on that road, Davidson.
It is, yeah.
I did that a number of times. I continue that so I know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Any vehicle you have on that, no matter if it's GM suspension it will take a hit.
It's a matter of time.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, the people said to us that the agricultural, they're not getting enough inputs. They're not getting enough services from the agricultural ministry. They're just left in the cold because some of them, they are perceived not to be supporting the status quo. And why should we be living like that in 2026? Why? Just why? Why should we victimize and vilify people because you think there's this perception out there that, hey, my John or my Blue or whoever not supporting your red train or your red Kool-Aid or what? No. We need to treat Dominicans as Dominicans, Davidson.
That's right.
And that's where we need to get. We have been too far from that mark for much too long.
That's right.
Dominica as a country, we all have some kind of investment in it. It's our own. We can't go in Antigua and call Antigua. No. That's where our navel string was cut and buried. And so if we cannot enjoy here, where else can we enjoy, Davidson? Where else? We may visit wherever, but we have to come back home. So if we cannot make our bed how we want to lie down here, then it's better God call us home.
That's right.
So the people of Warner, the people of Campbell, we are listening to you, and all we're asking you is that give us that opportunity to represent you at the highest level. We will do justice by your cause. This sort of hijacking of responsibilities and moving away and running and ducking can't continue to happen. Representation is a real thing. Leadership is real. Leadership matters. And I cannot say it any better so that the people, the ordinary people, they can understand what is happening. The young people in Warner is like, Lofty, we have a football field over there, we're playing field. There's no light on there. We cannot play in the night. By time 5:36, we have to run. If the ball goes somewhere. No, in them day and age, at least give the young people some sort of recreational facility in their community that they can feel a little à l'aise, as the French would say. They don't have a confirmation center, but they have to go all the way to Maho to confirm, to be part of the process. That is not good. It cannot be good. It cannot be good, Davidson. It cannot be. And so we're just asking, we're just employing these people to just hang in there one more night, one more day with us. Just keep hope alive. Things will work out, but as Davidson normally say, you have to help us so we can help you. That's right. That's what it is. Davidson, I give it up to you in the interest of time. We have to be out of here in the next 15 minutes.
Well, Lofty, just to comment on what we've shared so far. Tonight, we are focusing on the people of the Maro constituency. And we are talking about the people of Campbell, the people of Wana. You know, I just want to continue to echo that sentiment you are sharing, Lofty. And I know you personally, and I know you are a man, as you said earlier, which I know personally, you're a man of your word. You don't say something and you don't deliver. My experience with you thus far is somebody that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. And again, one of the things I said earlier, and that's where we are. We are called at this season to serve. When you are called to serve the people, you serve them. You meet them at their point of need and you serve them their request. One of the things that we are looking to bring to do our people of Dominica, the people of the Maro constituency, is a representative that will listen to you, that is willing to work with you to achieve your desires. Lofty mentioned about agriculture, right? And then agriculture by itself, I mean, I love agriculture. Somebody might say, you love agriculture, how many acres you have planted and irrigated, and there's so many aspects to agriculture. With better representation, there's so much we can do as a country. So we have the intellectual skill people, we have the intellectual academic people, right? So it's skill and academics. And there's so much that can be done in every village, in every constituency where agriculture is concerned. The people of Wana, as we move around, we see them, we hear them. Again, you want a representative that can meet you, to work with you, to help you. Good roads, good market, good product, well presented, where the young people growing up, they can be part of the movement. Lofty, if I was not into agriculture, I would not be where I am right now, in terms of me and my dealings with agriculture, I learned that from my parents at a very early age. And what we need to develop more is farmers who have gotten there, or who get their family involved, their young children, their young people in the home involved, because they will fade away at some point. So what they want is to make sure that the industry, the agricultural industry, continue to thrive, because agriculture is life, right? So what we are describing are the people of the Maro constituency, namely Wana, Campbell, whatever crop that they are planting, whatever crop they are known for, what they would love to see is when they've reached that point where they cannot physically do as much as they are doing now, they can still look back. Oh, that's from the farm? Yes, sir, that's from the farm way. And in a new way, where that young person is very innovative and creative, and they have a leader who is there with them, making it happen. Not just locally. Mama, I'm sending that to England, way. I'm sending that to America, way. I'm sending that to Tortola, I'm sending that to whichever island, Barbados, wherever, Really? How many they call for? They call for £1,000 with £2,000 with, and it will just be refreshing. And they are seeing something in their lifetime that most of them would not have seen.
True. I agree.
And this is supposed to be the conversation we're supposed to be having, Lofty, where agriculture is concerned for your constituency and many other constituencies in Dominica. We have the potential for that. But it starts with good governance. It starts with a representative who is willing to listen to the people and work with the people and be innovative and creative enough, worthy enough, transparent enough to understand, to use the state resources to help these people.
Davidson, the UPP train moves to Kinfield this coming Thursday. Let's do this, and we'll continue the conversation in just a bit. We're going to wind up in just a bit.
Attention, residents of Upper Capefield. This time is your turn. The United Progressive Party warmly invites you to a special community meeting on Thursday, July 23rd, 2026 at Upper Capefield in the vicinity of the basketball court near Mr. Recker's place. Come and hear from Lofty Durand, the UPP's candidate for the Maho constituency, and Joshua Francis, leader of the UPP party, as they share their vision and listen to your concerns and ideas. We look forward to seeing you there on Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. at Upper Capefield in the vicinity of the basketball court near Mr. Recker's place. United Progressive Party, together for progress.
All right, folks, that is where the United Progressive Party train move next. That is this coming Thursday in the Upper Capefield area near Recker's place, just in the vicinity of the basketball court. So the good folks there, will be coming to make some noise, yeah? So just please bear with us from around 7 to 10 cut off for sure. The work so far on the ground, going so far, persons are very, very receptive. And so we'll be stepping it up in terms of the house campaign this week as we're about to descend on the Capefield people, the upper, that is this coming Thursday.
Attention, residents of Upper Capefield. This time is your turn. The United Progressive Party warmly invites you to a special community meeting on Thursday, July 23rd, 2026 at Upper Capefield in the vicinity of the basketball court near Mr. Recker's place. Come and hear from Lofty Durand, the UPP's candidate for the Maho constituency, and Joshua Francis, leader of the UPP party, as they share their vision and listen to your concerns and ideas. We look forward to seeing you there on Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. at Upper Capefield in the vicinity of the basketball court near Mr. Recker's place. United Progressive Party, together for progress.
All right, together for progress indeed. That is our party slogan right here. Davidson, before we go, let's go to the live feed here. Joanne Green, or lady at the UPP here, she's saying, just look at the people at Fonkole, still on the tarpaulin, the landfill. She says here, they are still suffering. It is sad that so many other constituencies, they are still in the same situation. That's a comment from our own Joanne Green.
Yep. Just to comment on that briefly, Lofty. Again, we continue to see the situations all across. So we're not just talking of a specific area, all across Dominica. It's real.
Someone by the name of, Greg Baptist says here, too many suicides in Dominica. Someone by the name of Magdalene Felix watching from St. Lucia.
That's my cousin from St. Lucia.
Okay, yes. I think. Magdalene, good evening to you, my friend. I'm happy to have you on board with us here tonight. Someone says here, bring back the ability for children to be able to take care of their parents. Yes. Bring back atmosphere where children can once again take care of their parents. A very good comment here from 1972, Salt of the Earth. Some persons have some very peculiar name on Facebook. But thank you very much nonetheless for your comment indeed. And those of you on the live feed. Davidson, anything you want to just drill in, send home, drive home before we make our exit?
Well, Lofty, just to again reiterate some of the things that we've said to our people, we at the United Progressive Party, we are a young party at heart. We are a young party in terms of our numbers, but we have a big heart. We have big plans with you, our people of Dominica.
And on that note, Davidson, just stick one little pin there, one little pin. Let me thank all the persons who are of their own volition sharing and basically wanting to be part of this new, as you said,
Right.
political movement moving forward. Yeah, I just thought I would stick that there because there are a lot of interest
Thank you, Lofty.
generated out there by the commoners, by Dominicans looking on and wanting to be part
Thank you.
thereof. So, folks, thank you very much. Continue, brother.
Thank you, Lofty. And again, I really welcome that comment you just made, Lofty, because as we continue to share our vision, as we continue to share the word, the message of United Progressive Party with our people, so many people are attracted and want to physically be part of this movement, Lofty. Lofty, it's amazing. In spite of all the realities we are describing in terms of the struggles of people on a day-to-day basis, just this week alone, I mean, tonight is about you, Lofty, right? Our focus is on you and your constituency through our United Progressive Party. However, I just want to take a brief moment and just say it is so refreshing in my constituency of the Rosa Valley. The amount of people that are saying that I'm listening, and all the many listeners, we just want to say thank you for listening in all the constituencies on island, in the diaspora, wherever you are. People are tuned in to hear what we have to say. That's why we have a responsibility, Lofty, to let the people, to enlighten the people with truth to power.
And I'm not a person that like to polish things very much. So let me add to that as well. There are a lot of naysayers out there as well.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who are stumbling blocks in the way. There are persons who, have the negativity or the negative stuff to say as well. And so I got a couple feedback like that this week. And so I know these folks based on, where it came from and whatever it is. But I'm still hoping, praying that these people, they see the light as it were, and there'll be a change of heart, change of thoughts, change of words, change of action, and they will be part and parcel, active members of that movement that is moving on.
So Lofty, so here's my take on what you've just said, right? In terms of the naysayers. The naysayers are, I personally think, because they are our people. The naysayers are, they've seen a certain level of governance for so long that they don't know better.
Right.
So we have a responsibility as a United Progressive Party, is to educate these people, enlighten them, empower them, and give them good reasons to see something different, to see that there is hope. They have been presented with so many hopelessness, Lofty. So we don't blame these people for being who they are and having the mindset that they have. And that's where we come on as a United Progressive Party. We are, right? Where we are on a mission to educate, to inform you, to allow you that opportunity to bring out the best in you, Lofty. So we are saying to these naysayers, we welcome you. You're a person who love to hear it as it is. I love to hear it as it is too. So these naysayers, as that's one of the things I said to you, for me personally, when you tell me a lot of negative things about me, I fix it. I listen to you and I fix it. You tell me about my posture, I fix it. You tell me about the way I speak, I fix it. You tell me about my looks, I fix it. So when I fix, you have very little to say to me. So I give you good reasons to look at me now.
So in a nutshell, these people keep you grounded.
Yes, so we need them.
True.
Right? We need them because they are our people. So the naysayers out there, we say thank you for taking interest, spending your time to know what we are about as a UPP family. Our message is solid. Our message is a message of hope. We are here to work with you.
Sure. Davidson, let's do this. We'll be right back in just a bit as we must wind down in a bit, offering hope to the people.
That's right.
Our brother Nasir Fontaine talking about freedom.
Now we're calling on the African National Council We're calling on the Southwest African People's Organization. Now!
Hundred children
All right, Dominicans, that is it.
on the bed to rise.
Those of you listening further afield as well, that is where we must bring down the curtains and things.
On the children we
Thank you guys for your time spent tonight with us, Davidson and I, / the United Progressive Party.
see my people crying for freedom.
But as they say, all good things must come to an end, huh?
400 years now we've been working as you slept. Why can't you free us? Let us have a separate ways. Equal rights and justice wasn't made for just one man. Demand our freedom cause we need a liberation. Hey, freedom of expression.
We need that kind of liberation. Yes, indeed, huh? Brother Nasir Fontaine, words ever so true.
The human rights of the
So, folks, on behalf of the United Progressive Party program, Davidson and myself,
the children
Davidson, final thoughts because we must get out of here in a jiff. Final thoughts, my brother.
Well, Lofty, there's lots I can say, but for now, I just want to, reach out to our people in Radio Land out there as we continue to spend time with you. We want to remind you of what we are about as United Progressive Force, or United Progressive Party, Together for Progress. We want to let you know that there is space for each and every one of you, whether you're on island, you're in the diaspora, whether you have any links to Dominica, whether you care about Dominica. We say to you, your concerns, your ideas, your involvement, your interaction, we welcome that. As we continue to put ourselves in a position to represent you, our good people, it gives us great pleasure to continue to share with you what we are about. So again, we just want to say thank you to the many people who continue to support us in one way or another, and to continue to give us that continued encouragement that we need to continue to prepare ourselves to serve you further. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So, good folks, thank you very much. Those of you still on the live feed, good evening to you guys. Whatever is left of your night, enjoy.
The children
I saw someone put the final score as France and England 6-4. Is that?
see my people crying and the whipping and the wailing and the crying.
So we look forward with much anticipation tomorrow, if the good Lord above is willing. The final, the big one.
We are a people running from Genesis.
Spain, yes, Spain. The Spaniards, that is.
And so we are people, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Versus champions Argentina. Mr. Messi. Can he do it again?
Like I said, we need the freedom.
Can he do it again?
Freedom from Mandela.
Or will Mr. Yamal,
We don't need no sanction from no big time hypocrite.
the babe that he held in his hands 19 years ago, outdo him tomorrow?
Freedom of expression.
Domlek. Please don't touch that dial, huh?
Human rights of declaration.
So from 3 o'clock,
And the children cry. And the dead
so folks, that is it for the United Progressive Party program for tonight.
see my people.
Mr. Joshua Francis, team leader, the executive thereof, members and associates, good evening to you guys.
The power
Thank you. On behalf of Davidson and myself, we bid you guys a good night. Remember, Thursday coming, we're up in the Canefield area, Upper Canefield area, with this public meeting complements the United Progressive Party. So long, folks. Bye-bye. We love you.
Oh, we real them happily girl. See my people crying for freedom.